The idea of nonlinear time and consciousness accessing all moments at once is a profound philosophical concept, and it's not part of mainstream economic theory. Therefore, there is no established economic framework to answer the question, what is money worth, in such a reality. However, we can explore this question by considering how the fundamental principles of economics would be challenged or rendered meaningless by such a change in the nature of time. The collapse of fundamental economic concepts. Money's worth is built upon a few key pillars, all of which are intrinsically tied to linear time. In a nonlinear time model, these pillars would crumble. The time value of money. In our current economic system, $1 today is worth more than $1 a year from now. This is a core principle known as the time value of money, TVM. It's based on two main ideas: opportunity cost. Money you have today can be invested to earn a return, so by deferring payment, you lose out on potential gains. Inflation. The purchasing power of money decreases over time. In a nonlinear, block universe where all moments exist simultaneously, the concept of sooner or later has no meaning. There is no future to invest in or a past to lose purchasing power to. The idea of a future return on investment becomes nonsensical. Therefore, the time value of money, which is the very foundation of finance, would cease to exist. Scarcity and supply and demand. Economic value is primarily determined by scarcity. The worth of a good or service is a function of its supply and demand at a given moment in time. However, if all moments exist at once, then the supply and demand of a resource from the past and future are also present. For example, if the consciousness of a person in the present can access a future where a certain resource is abundant, its value in the present would immediately plummet. Conversely, if a resource becomes scarce in the future, its value in the present would skyrocket. The entire system of pricing would be in constant flux, and would likely collapse as the future information is integrated. Risk and uncertainty. Risk is the uncertainty of a future outcome. Investment, insurance, and all forms of financial planning are based on calculating and managing this risk. If precognition is possible and consciousness can access the future, then the future is no longer uncertain. For instance, if you can see a stock's price a week from now, there is no risk in buying it today. The stock market and all forms of speculative investment would be instantly destroyed. Insurance would also be meaningless. You would know with certainty whether you were going to be in a car accident or have your house burned down. The new meaning of worth. In this hypothetical reality, the traditional concept of money as a store of value or a medium of exchange would be rendered meaningless. So what could have worth? Information. If the future is knowable, information is the only true currency. The ability to access and interpret knowledge from all points in the block universe would be the ultimate form of wealth. Intangible assets. Value would likely shift from material goods to intangible experiences and creations. Things that cannot be replicated or commodified across all of time, unique art, genuine relationships, and personal fulfillment would become the most valuable. Skills and abilities. The ability to manipulate or interact with the nonlinear flow of time itself would be the most powerful skill. A time bender or precognitive strategist could be the new equivalent of a billionaire. In summary, if time is not linear and we exist in all moments at once, money as we know it would have no inherent worth. Its value, which is dependent on the linear progression of time, would be completely nullified. The very concepts of value, price, and wealth would have to be completely reimagined in a world where the future is already known. Special thanks to Thunderbird Perch for making this video possible. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and share. There is no time to waste.